we're going to function. Let's say that we started with the function h of x is equal to 2x minus 3 all to the 5th power. What we want to do is we want to change this into an f of a g of x. So we're going to take one function and decompose it into two separate functions and figure out what those two functions are. What you first want to do is look at what is inside your function. And inside here we have 2x minus 3. That's going to indicate to you that g of x is going to be your inside function. So we can say that g of x is going to be equal to 2x minus 3. Now we can look at what we have. H of x is equal to g of x to the 5th. And we've replaced 2x minus 3 with g of x here. So our outside function now is going to be f of x. And so we're going to say that f of x is going to be equal to whatever we have on the inside, we'll call it x, to the 5th power. So we can say that h of x is equal to f of g of x if we say that g of x is equal to 2x minus 3 and f of x is equal to x to the 5th power. We can go ahead and double check to make sure that we've done this correctly by doing the function composition. We can do f of g of x, 2x minus 3, and that becomes f function is something to the 5th power. So I'm going to take all of this and put it to the 5th power. Another example of a function decomposition involves where we have a fraction. So let's do h of x is equal to 1 over x plus 3 to the 3rd. And remember, we're going to turn this into f of g of x. So what we want to do is, again, find our inside function. It's the function we would have to evaluate first if we were actually using numbers. So here is what we would have to do first. So that's going to be our g of x. Sorry, g of x is going to be equal to x plus 3. Now we can say that h of x is equal to 1 over g of x to the 3rd power. So our option here is to say, okay, we're going to do 1 over something to the 3rd, and we can say, okay, this is going to be, we're going to make f of x, our outside function, being 1 over x to the 3rd power. So we're going to say h of x is equal to f of g of x, such that g of x is equal to x plus 3, and f of x is equal to 1 over x to the 3rd. Now, this isn't to say that there are a couple different ways of doing this. I could have, for example, said that f of x is equal to 1 over x, and g of x is equal to x plus 3 to the 3rd. When I do the function composition of these two functions, I'm going to get f of x plus 3 to the 3rd, and that's going to be 1 over x plus 3 to the 3rd. Now I'm going to end up with the same as my original. So there's two answers here that we can have for this example. So when you do a function decomposition, you have this potential for 2 or more answers.